Parent-teacher conferences will take place on Tuesday, October 29th from 3:30 to 7:15 p.m. and Wednesday, October 30th from 3:30 to 7 p.m. Both days, students will be dismissed at 2 p.m. Students and staff will also have early dismissal on Thursday, October 31st at 2 p.m.
JROTC JLab meets every Monday from 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. in room 1014. Young Men and Women Empowerment will meet on Tuesday, October 29th at 3 p.m. in the DHS Little Theater.
Gospel Choir will meet on Wednesday, October 30th and Thursday, October 31st at 3 p.m. in the DHS Little Theater.
Art Club will meet on Thursday, October 31st at 2:15 p.m. with Miss Hewlett in room B104.
Student Council will be decorating for Festival of Trees on Wednesday, October 30th from 3 to 6 p.m. with Miss Woods.
Student Advisory Board will have a meeting on Thursday, October 31st during 4th hour from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. in room 214.
Tutoring will only take place on Mondays this week due to parent-teacher conferences.
Seniors, just a reminder that Amanda Richardson's photography will be here Wednesday, October 30th from 9:50 a.m. to 12:40 p.m. Please stop in the Little Theater during this time if you still need your picture taken or you'd like a retake.
Starting October 28th, after-school weightlifting will take place every Monday through Thursday from 3 to 4 p.m. All students welcome.
Tuesday, October 29th, there will be a FAFSA presentation at 6 p.m. in room 110. Questions about completing the FAFSA and why it is required will be answered.
A senior student and parent in-person ordering event with Herf Jones will take place on Tuesday, October 29th from 2 to 7 p.m. in the DHS auditorium. Representatives will be available to assist you with your purchase of graduation announcements, memorabilia, class shirts, and rings. Senior portrait galleries from Amanda Richardson Photography have been sent out to your school email address. This email will contain a link to your personal portrait gallery, which you can share with your parents and friends. December 31st is the last day to order prints from the galleries, and May 31st is the last day digital copies will be available for purchase. The final retake or makeup day for seniors will be Wednesday, October 30th in the DHS Little Theater from 9:50 a.m. to 12:40 p.m. Use the QR code on the screen to select your favorite portrait from your gallery to be used in the DHS Medley Yearbook, DHS Yard Signs, Down Vermillion, and all other senior publications.
2024-2025 yearbooks are now on sale. Yearbooks are $45 each and can be purchased in the cashier's office or through the District 118 web store.
Redeem your PBIS vouchers on Wednesdays in the cafeteria during all lunch hours.
The Madrigal's 50th anniversary reunion concert will be held on Saturday, November 30th at 5 p.m. at St. James Methodist Church. If you are interested in attending, please RSVP using the QR code on the screen.
Hello, Danville High School. It's time to discuss our ALICE training, which we'll be conducting within the next couple of weeks here at the school. ALICE being an acronym for option-based responses for you to empower yourselves to look out for your own safety. ALICE being an acronym with each letter representing a different response. The A and the I standing for alert and inform. We'll lump those together. So the alert is going to be the initial information that you receive informing you that there is danger, information being the ongoing information that's provided throughout the incident. What we're going to discuss with you are the 3 action-based options. Again, that these present you with the ability to protect yourselves based on your abilities and where you find yourself in relation to a scenario. The first is going to be a lockdown, or what we would consider an enhanced barricade. Classroom doors hopefully will lock and you can secure yourselves in your classroom, but we're going to try to do a step further, look at the elements around you in the classroom that you can do to enhance the lock that's on that classroom door. Look at the setup for the classroom that you're in. Some doors open inward, some doors open outward. Obviously, a door that opens inward, you can use heavy objects to prop against the door to prevent it from being open. A door that opens outward can be secured via the handle with cords and belts and various objects. Also piling objects in front of the door, preventing and obstructing someone's ability to enter the room is a good idea. If you have found yourself in a scenario where you have locked down, we're not going to operate under the assumption that that is enough. So we will still consider utilizing the other options, being evacuating or countering. If you are barricaded in a room, it's a recommendation that you not sit, and that's simply because you're going to reduce your ability to react if in fact that the lock on your door is breached. So what it's recommended is standing spaced out around the room, preferably against a wall, out of view of any doors or windows that a suspect could see inside. The next option is going to be evacuating. That's simply removing possible targets from a scenario. But in the course of evacuating, what we are doing is we are evading danger. We're not going to have a predetermined course of how we're going to exit the building. We're going to consider the scenario as it's unfolding and how we can move safely while avoiding any threats of danger. And finally, counter. Counter can be a couple of different methods, the first being distractionary. While you're watching this video, take a moment to look around you. What elements are close by that you could use to throw at someone who is intending to harm you? So, throwing objects at someone who is intending to do harm to you, you're going to delay their ability to acquire and properly aim at intended targets. The next countering method is going to be physically overpowering someone. This is best done in groups, large numbers, physically bringing someone to the ground. We're not talking about fighting and throwing punches. What we're talking about is actually physically grabbing a hold of an individual by the arms and legs and bringing to the ground and holding them into that position until police or someone else responds. If you find yourself in a scenario where you have subdued a suspect with a weapon, do not ever pick that weapon up, remove it from the area, kick it across the floor and cover it, and someone remain over the cover until the scenario is safe. We will be conducting drills in the next couple of weeks. That drill will involve either myself, Officer Llewellyn, or potentially an outside officer wearing a yellow safety vest to indicate that they are the bad guy, and blowing a whistle which will indicate the sound of danger.
The purpose of ALICE is to empower individuals to participate in their own survival in the face of violence.
ALICE stands for
Alert,
Lockdown,
inform, counter.
evacuate.
Alert is your first notification of danger or when you become aware of the threat.
Lockdown means barricading the room, but could also mean that you are preparing to evacuate or counter if needed. If evacuation is not a safe option, barricading the entry points into your room will create a secure space. Once you are barricaded in the room, do not sit together on the floor. Stand and space out around the room, out of sight from any doors and windows. If locking down is your best option, use your mobile devices to communicate with the police. You can also use your time in lockdown to prepare other strategies should the active shooter gain entry.
DHS staff will inform or communicate the intruder's location and direction in real time. Video surveillance, 911 calls, and PA announcements are just a few of the channels that may be used to inform others what is going on.
Counter means to create noise, movement, and distraction in order to reduce the shooter's accuracy. Counter is not fighting. Creating a dynamic environment decreases the shooter's chances of hitting a target and can provide precious seconds needed in order to evacuate.
Evacuate only when it is safe to do so. Evacuating to a safe area takes people out of harm's way and hopefully prevents people from coming in contact with the shooter. Evacuation can be through doors or windows. Did you know you can break a window from the top corner as opposed to the center? For those who evacuate, our reunification point is the YMCA.
Thank you, Mrs. Heil and the multimedia broadcasting students for assisting with making this video. A quick disclaimer, during the recording of the scenarios, in order to protect this old man, took it a little easy on me and went more in a slow motion. Obviously in a real-time scenario, it would be a lot more violent encounter when they were overwhelming me and taking me to the ground. And also, for safety purposes, there was no firearm used in the training. We were using what we call in law enforcement a dummy gun. This is a solid piece of plastic. There was no firearm unholstered in the building at all while students were present. Thank you for your attention.